Hey everybody, welcome back to Our Texas Homestead. Today we are going to grind up some pork shoulders that I got for 97 cents a pound and was able to catch them on sale and save them up in the freezer so that way I'd have them. But we're going to try out some of LEM's, the company LEM, seasonings. This one's for chorizo, this one's for hot breakfast sausage, regular breakfast sausage, and then hot Italian. I wanted to try theirs out and see how everything was. These will do up to 25 pounds a piece. And so we've got quite a bit of pork shoulders to do. We've got about 120 pounds of product out, of pork shoulders out to do. And to be able to get that after you trim them up and then get the bones out of them. But also I wanted to give a big thanks to a company that helped me out. Not sponsored or anything, but the guy was super nice. Caught him on Facebook Marketplace. I wanted to buy some wood. I wanted to make my own cutting boards to be able to have something a little bigger, actually quite a bit bigger than what we were using, to do all of our prep work on. The name of the company is Wood Flippers. The guy's name is Paul. He's here in the Houston area of Kirkendall. Phone number is 281-865-1357 or info@woodflippers.com. You can tell, flip you around. It's able to make a super nice 3-foot by 2-foot cutting board. All hardwoods. He has hardwoods, exotics, pretty much anything you can think of. And super nice. Gave me a good deal on everything. Gave me some hints and suggestions. This is my first project of ever doing a cutting board or any kind of real woodwork. Kind of getting into it. Enjoyed making these. He planed them out for us. But there was still a ton of hand sanding afterwards. I mean, hours and hours of hand sanding to get everything we wanted, because the wood that I bought was thicker than some of the wood that I had, or the two different woods were different sizes. So, but awesome guy, awesome company. They work by appointment only. It's a local kind of guy. It's the guys you want to do business with. It's not the big companies or anything else. It's the local people that actually help you out. The small businesses, which I highly recommend everybody supports over the big companies. So wanted to give them a shout out. Thanks for all their help and the suggestions. These have worked out great so far. We've been using them in a lot of other videos, kind of behind the scenes to test everything out. Worked great, amazing. I wish I would have done a video on building them. But I say it was my first time. I didn't know how they were going to come out or if they were going to come out. So, but next project I may do some videos on in case if y'all want to see that and go from there. So, I have got tons of meat to cut up. I will bring you back. I'll cut up one for you to kind of show you how I do it, how much fat content I keep. You want about 20% fat in these. Other than that, I'm going to start chopping away, and I've got 10 of these or so, 10, 11 to do. We got one we're going to cook too, so we'll catch you back here in a little bit. Okay, I've been working for a little while. Bring it down a little bit here. See, I can still move this back and have more workspace, but this is 60 pounds of meat on this one cutting board. This is why I wanted the cutting board, and I actually built 2 of these. The colors are reversed. Instead of having the red in the middle, it's got the white in the middle, and the other one doesn't have the border. But this is why I suggest having a nice cutting board. Folks, you can do it yourself. You don't have to go out and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a cutting board, especially a hardwood one. That's an inch thick. Actually a little better than an inch, but yeah. You can do it yourself and have you something that's really nice, and obviously you can pass it down. All you gotta do is take care of it. Swap some meat out here, get some these in some of my pans and then bring over some fresh. I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to cut. So yeah, some of them are a little underweight, but from what I usually get. But yeah, so I got a lot to do. I'll bring you in to do one, but just kind of want to give you an update and show you why I made my cutting boards. Okay, told you I was going to bring you back, show you how I cut one. Basically on this, come up to where I started on and problems forgot. Right here where your bone's at. And these right here, come in, clean the top of the bone, and get you a nice open slice. You got to remember, your cuts do not have to be perfect because you're grinding this. But you don't want to leave a ton of meat on the bone either. Let me try to bring it up, let's see. So that way you're not wasting a ton. Am I a butcher? Heck no. Have I done a lot of these? Heck yeah. And I said there's two different knives. There's a boning knife. It's not even a carving knife. It's just a trim knife, whatever you want to call it. I forget exactly what it's called. But it makes a big difference on how much meat you're going to save. This one's a whole lot easier to trim up with and get all your detailed cuts in. So I'm just quick cutting this just to get the big chunk out of the way so I can handle the bone. No, you're not supposed to cut towards yourself, folks. So lay your knife flat against the bone, come out with it. Roll with the bone itself. Just roll with it. You'll feel it lift up like it's lifting up here. And come back in. Trim out your bigger piece. I did that on purpose to kind of show you what I'm doing. I'm finding the end. You can see that's all meat. Come back and start trimming. You can see you got the edge of a bone here, and straight down from that edge, because that's the turn of the joint. And then you got the other bones all the way out here. Whether you got a shoulder or a butt, they are different on how they are. Take your edges, keep some of your fat content. This bit of fat I don't want. I don't, you may. Depends on how much of it you want to trim. So there's some meat there, but to get it, you're really fighting the bone and any gristle that may be in that area. And you're not going to, see, I'm going to prove you're not going to get a ton of true meat. That's it, and there's a lot of fat. So that's pretty much all you're going to get without really getting it deep into it. Now the rest of this is all meat. What I do, I cut it up grinder size. You notice when I'm grabbing the meat, clawing it. Reason is, one, it's a guard. Two, keeps your fingertips out of the way. you cut through a fingertip faster than you know, and then there's blood everywhere. Then you got to go get Band-Aids or go to the hospital, get stitches, or pull out the glue with super glue and glue that stuff together. But a little safer for you when you're doing it. Grinder size, grinder size. I'm even helping show a buddy of mine here how to cut these up, and he's helping me do all this today. Depends on the size of your grinder, folks. That right there will fit in my grinder, no problem. As I said, I do have the LEM Big Bite 32, which is a big one. I think it's got a 1.5 horsepower motor, so it chews through this stuff pretty quick. What comments y'all got on this? What do y'all think? So we're getting ready to get down to the grinding side of it, and then start doing our seasonings. Fat wise, you want some fat. Your grinder will pull out some of your fat for you. That's like silver skinish, and it will load it up into the front of the grinder. And when you take the grinder apart, you'll take that out. It'll also slow your grinder out if you have a bunch of it. So, but yeah. All right, bring it back in. We're already got 75 pounds already seasoned up. 3 different seasonings. Bring in for the last one, which is gonna be the breakfast blend. Doing all 25 pounds of the seasoning, or 25 pounds. The entire pouch is for 25 pounds of meat. You add 25 ounces of water. Get a measuring cup, add 25 ounces of water. Mix it up, which we've already done. Bring over your meat. Take your time. Don't just pour it in and do it, okay? Get your little pond. Make your pond in the middle. And then do the outsides. Save a bunch. Mix it, because I don't have an actual seasoning meat mixer. They do make them, but we do it manual. You'll see some of the color in it. The breakfast blend doesn't change the color a lot. The chorizo did. The chorizo smelled really good. It smelled like a lot of cumin and chili powder, but it smelled really good. Color-wise, this is the hot Italian sausage, this was a chorizo, and this was the hot breakfast. That's some sides that we kept out so we can try them. Don't get me wrong, the more it marinates and sets up, the better it's going to be. But yes, you can hear the vacuum sealer and everything going in the background. I got 3 people helping me now, which makes it nice. Except for Patty. Patty's over playing a game. But she does a lot of other videos for y'all, so. So take your time, because you want the seasoning to go all the way through. And you'd be surprised, 25 pounds of meat's a lot to spin around and get all the seasoning into it. Especially after you've already done 75 pounds of it. It takes a toll on your back. At least my back, because I have a bad back, so. And your feet, your knees.
Did you go test some parts?
All right, battery died. Patty got me a new battery. We'll finish up with the last bit. This is it. Get it all mixed up. I do double grind my meat. I know these are dirty. I hate to even show them to you. But the first grind is with the thicker one. Second grind is with like your hamburger style one. So that way it's It's not as coarse, so you don't get like the big chunks of fat. Makes it a lot nicer. You do get meat left in the front of the grinder that will not grind or has too much fat in it or has some silver skin on it. The grinder will catch a lot of that. You usually won't see it much after your first grind though. All right, now the fun part begins. Using a plate and a scale. Yeah, you can see it over here. Tear my weight, and this scale is used just for this as well. It's all we use it for. We do clean it afterwards and everything. And just 1 pound piles. You should give your scale time to settle. And it's 1.0. If they went to 1.1. There. 1.001. So that's all you do. I'm going to shut you off. We'll bring you back in for a taste test, and let's take a look at it. See you soon. One of y'all shut this off on? Red button, far side. Okay, we're back. We'll try these out. This is the, should be the hot Italian. Is that right? You had them in order like this? Pretty good. Tastes like hot Italian you get out of the store.
Yeah, that one has the peppers. Chorizo at the least and the cookies.
Okay. Should have got something to drink. Corbin, you got me something?
Huh?
You got me something to drink? Trying to get the flavor out of my mouth so I can know what the difference is. This is the chorizo. It kind of hits on the back. That's good. First bit into it, I didn't get a lot of flavor, but it's there. It's on the back end of it. Anybody else wipe their Coke cans off before they drink out of them? If you don't, you should. Don't know what's been on them. Yeah, that's actually about better than I thought it would be. All right, this is the, should be the hot breakfast sausage. It's got a good flavor. It's mild. It could be just a piece I got. But the flavor itself is really good. And this should be the breakfast one. This is my first time trying the LEM products on these, so. Breakfast one's really good. It's got a lot of flavor. I know it says these will do up to 25 pounds, but I think if you did 23, that's what I did with the regular breakfast one. I ran out because I saved some out. At 23, it's really good. More flavor. Want to try it? See what you think? Which one? Any of them. This is the
hot Italian.
hot Italian. What's your opinion?
It makes me want to do mozzarella meatballs.
Yeah, we do some mozzarella meatballs or stuffed with mozzarella cheese. I think it should be a video on here. It's really, really good.
If not, there will be.
That's the chorizo. You see the ones that got a little pepper in it. But the chorizo hits late.
Yeah, that's definitely Italian sausage.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And it's got some good spice to it.
Yeah.
Not overly kill. Yeah, I can taste the eggs with that one.
Yeah, putting that in some eggs.
Yep. You can already taste that.
And this is supposed to be the spicy, but it's not as spicy. At least the piece I got wasn't as spicy as I wanted it to be. Thought for hot breakfast. I like some good hot breakfast sausage. The flavor's good,
Yeah, they need to change the packaging.
but it's mild. It's really mild.
There's nothing to that.
That's the regular breakfast sausage, which I think since we did less of it and had all the seasoning, I think it really came out. I think it came out the best.
It's good.
But I do recommend them. Highly recommend it. I would recommend doing
23 pounds.
that. Yeah, like 23 pounds. I think 23 pounds is right at it. You'd get more flavor in it, and I think it would come out a little stronger for you if you like really flavorful foods, like I do. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helped you out. We'll catch you back next time, and we'll see you soon.